Every year, millions of people risk everything to start a business. They invest their savings, quit stable jobs, and chase the dream of becoming their own boss. But for most of them, that dream ends in failure. Around 90% of new businesses eventually fail, not because their founders are lazy or untalented, but because they make the same costly mistakes over and over again. Today's business autopsy isn't about one company. It's about the 5 biggest reasons most businesses fail. More importantly, it's about how you can avoid those mistakes and dramatically improve your own chances of success. Let's begin. Ask almost any experienced entrepreneur why businesses fail, and you'll probably hear the same answer. Cash. Not revenue, not profit. Cash. While those words sound similar, they mean very different things in business. Imagine you own a furniture company. This month, you sell $100,000 worth of furniture. On paper, your business looks incredibly successful. But there's one problem. Your customers won't actually pay you for another 60 or 90 days. Meanwhile, your employees still expect their salaries. Rent is due. Suppliers want payment. Taxes, insurance, utilities, and marketing bills continue to arrive. Even though your company appears profitable, your bank account may be nearly empty. This is called a cash flow problem, and it's one of the biggest reasons businesses collapse. Profit exists on paper. Cash pays the bills. Without enough cash, even a profitable company can go bankrupt. Many entrepreneurs make the situation even worse by spending too aggressively. They rent expensive offices, hire too many employees, and buy equipment they don't actually need because they want their business to look successful. Then one slow month, one delayed customer payment, or one unexpected expense pushes everything over the edge. Successful business owners know that cash is like oxygen. As long as it keeps flowing, the business stays alive. The moment it runs out, nothing else matters. That's why they constantly monitor cash flow, keep emergency reserves, and avoid unnecessary spending long before problems appear. Businesses rarely fail overnight. They slowly run out of money until they have no choice but to shut their doors. Now, let's assume your business has enough cash. There's just one problem. Nobody wants what you're selling. This is one of the most common mistakes new entrepreneurs make. They build products they personally love instead of products customers actually need. They spend months perfecting an idea before ever asking if anyone is willing to pay for it. Google Glass is a great example. The technology was impressive and years ahead of its time. But most consumers simply weren't ready to wear smart glasses every day. The product wasn't necessarily bad. The market simply wasn't ready for it. The same mistake happens every day with small businesses. Someone opens a cafe because they love coffee. Another launches a clothing brand based only on their own taste. Others create apps without speaking to potential users first. They build first and validate later, only to discover there was never enough demand. Successful businesses work differently. They don't start with products, they start with problems. Amazon solved the inconvenience of shopping from home. Uber solved the frustration of finding transportation quickly. Airbnb made travel more affordable by using homes instead of hotels. Before investing thousands of dollars into your idea, test it. Talk to customers. Collect feedback. Improve your product based on real demand instead of assumptions. Because customers decide what succeeds. The businesses that listen carefully usually build products people are happy to recommend. Most people believe businesses fail because they don't grow fast enough. Ironically, many fail because they grow too fast. Imagine your first restaurant becomes incredibly popular. Excited by the success, you immediately open several more locations, hire dozens of employees, sign expensive leases, and take on debt to finance rapid expansion. Everything looks impressive at first. Revenue increases, your brand gets attention, and growth feels unstoppable. But behind the scenes, expenses are rising even faster than income. Then something unexpected happens. Sales slow down, costs increase, the economy weakens. Suddenly, those extra locations, salaries, and loan payments become impossible to manage. A famous example is WeWork. The company expanded around the world at an incredible pace, attracting billions of dollars from investors. But its business model couldn't support that level of growth. When reality caught up, the company's valuation collapsed almost overnight. Growth isn't success unless your finances, systems, and operations can support it. Smart entrepreneurs expand only after proving their business can consistently handle the next level. Sometimes growing slowly isn't a weakness. It's exactly what keeps a business alive. Sustainable growth may not make headlines, but it gives businesses the stability they need to survive difficult times. Imagine opening the best restaurant in your city. The food is amazing, the service is excellent, and the prices are fair. There's just one problem. Nobody knows it exists. Eventually, the restaurant closes, not because it served bad food, but because customers never walked through the door. This happens far more often than people realize. Many entrepreneurs spend months creating a great product, but almost no time learning how to attract customers. They assume quality alone will guarantee success. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Today's customers discover businesses through Google searches, online reviews, social media, YouTube, TikTok, and recommendations. If your competitors have stronger branding, better reviews, and a larger online presence, they'll win customers before those customers even hear your name. Marketing isn't just advertising. It's understanding who your customers are, what problems they have, where they spend their time, and why they should choose you over everyone else. Even the best product can't succeed if nobody knows it exists. In business, being visible is often just as important as being valuable. Great marketing builds trust, creates awareness, and turns first-time buyers into loyal customers. Markets never stop changing. Technology evolves, customer expectations shift, entire industries transform. Businesses that refuse to adapt eventually disappear. Kodak is one of the most famous examples. Ironically, Kodak helped invent digital camera technology. But instead of embracing the future, the company focused on protecting its profitable film business. While competitors invested in digital photography, Kodak hesitated and paid the price. Blockbuster made a similar mistake. It dominated movie rentals for years, but underestimated streaming services like Netflix. Instead of adapting to changing customer behavior, it continued relying on physical stores until it was too late. Retail giants like Sears and Kmart followed the same path. As online shopping changed consumer habits, they struggled to modernize while competitors embraced e-commerce and digital convenience. These companies didn't fail because they lacked money or talented employees. They failed because they believed yesterday's strategy would keep working forever. After examining thousands of failed businesses, one thing becomes clear. Most companies don't collapse because of one catastrophic event. They fail because of a series of predictable mistakes. They run out of cash. They build products nobody wants. They grow faster than their finances can support. They ignore marketing. And they refuse to adapt as the world changes around them. The good news is that every one of these mistakes can be avoided. Protect your cash flow, validate your ideas before investing heavily, grow at a sustainable pace, never stop marketing, and always stay ready to evolve. Success in business isn't about having the perfect idea. It's about avoiding the mistakes that destroy everyone else. If you can learn from the failures of others, instead of repeating them yourself, you'll already be ahead of most entrepreneurs who start the journey.